I don't know why so many people are losing their minds about my new craving, eating packing peanuts. Now let's take a little bite.
Try one with nothing on it.
It's not bad.
Ordering packages off of Amazon is a wonderful thing, assuming you're not a warehouse worker or a delivery driver, assuming you're the customer, okay? But there is a downside to this, and that is you gotta fucking throw out the boxes. You gotta throw out the packing peanuts. You gotta walk out to a dumpster in the middle of the night and possibly get murdered. But luckily, there's been sort of a solution to this, which is, well, for the packing peanuts at least, and that's fucking eating them. Yes, there's a trend re-emerging from the dead. A trend that I noticed a couple years ago, kind of getting a little bit popular, but eventually it got stomped out. But it's back. And it's back in full force, so much so that news articles are coming out about doctors warning people not to eat packing peanuts. And this guy right here, I'm going to have to blame for the resurgence of this trend, because he's by far probably the biggest and most recent person to get some momentum with this delicious delicacy.
I don't know why so many people are losing their minds about my new craving, eating packing peanuts.
You know damn well why. It's a shipping product, for Christ's sake.
Also, for all the people that are like, oh, he's not actually swallowing it. Hold up, let me chew. Here's your proof. People are like, oh my gosh, he's not eating it.
I get what this guy is doing, like the whole meme of, oh, it's called a packing peanut. I should eat it because it's named after a food. I get it. But I propose that this guy should start eating couch potatoes. Yes, cannibalism. Start eating people who don't leave their house enough. People who work remotely. If you get under 1,000 steps per day, eat them. Consume their flesh.
Eat it. They're so good. And I was really enjoying them with like olive oil and like salt on it. But I thought of like a new craving that just sounds so good. Also, people are like, oh, it's made out of plastic. No, it's not. It's biodegradable, aka edible. We're gonna try this out. This sounds like it'll taste so good.
Hot sauce and shipping product. If you think Taco Bell destroys your ass, I couldn't even imagine what this guy's shits are like. More blood than poop is coming out of his ass, I'll tell you that for sure. In fact, his bathroom probably looks like a fucking crime scene from Dexter. But if you thought that was crazy, wait until you see this man's signature dish.
Done making packing peanuts and eating them, but I had tons of comments saying about how do you make your packing peanut and butter and jelly sandwiches. So I found some packing peanuts in a box.
Packing peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's a good name. I'll give it to him. I love the name.
And I'm going to show y'all how to make it. So this recipe is kind of complex, so maybe take some notes. First thing you want to do is...
It's complex, so take notes, kids. Get out your notepad and your crayons. Because when mommy's not home, you need to know how to make a sandwich, okay? And this is the healthiest of all sandwiches. It's biodegradable, which means it's good for you.
Get a cup of water. Oh, why is it peeing out of a different hole? That was freaking weird. Now take a bunch of packing peanuts. You want to get your finger wet in this cup and go like that. And they stick together. Don't do too much water. You just got to do just the right amount. Don't be ashamed if you try this and you can't do it as good as me. I'm an expert. And we're pretty much halfway done. Now we got to make another. We're speed running this one. I'm almost done. We just finished the other half of the sandwich. Now you want to take your peanut butter. Make sure it's crunchy peanut butter. And now I'm just going to...
Make sure it's crunchy, because surely that makes a difference when you're eating 30 packing peanuts. I'm sure the fucking peanut butter texture makes a difference.
Spread it on here. Oh, this has a freaking lot of chunks. And now I'm going to be putting some raspberry jam that my grandmother made. Now you want to stack them on each other. Now let's take a little bite. That is so freaking good.
But not only does this guy make gourmet meals that you'd only find in a Michelin star restaurant, but he also shares these carcinogen recipes with his family. What a sweet guy.
My mom and my brother, and we got the packing peanuts. As y'all know, my mom called me and said, stop eating packing peanuts. So I got some peanuts and we are gonna have her try it and see if we get her to change her mind. Do you want a hot Cheeto packing peanut or do you want olive oil and salt? Probably olive oil.
Good, that's good, that's good. Gosh.
Okay, so my mom's gonna try this. Also, people have been saying I don't actually eat the packing peanuts. Or do I eat the packing peanuts?
Here, eat. Goodness.
I just swallowed it right there.
You didn't even chew it.
Tybot official, I thought I was the only one with no gag reflex in this family.
You're lying.
How is that good?
You're lying.
It tastes like plastic.
It actually tastes good.
No.
My brother's trying sriracha.
It's gross.
It's not gross.
Doesn't taste like anything.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna try.
I feel bad for that kid. He just wants to be playing Roblox and baseball and shit. And here he is eating packing peanuts with his family for a TikTok video. Not the best spawn RNG. Better than North Korea, but I mean, amongst the worst, I'd say.
I'm gonna try one with nothing on
It's
it.
not bad.
Good?
Yeah, it tastes a tiny bit
Try
like
it
those
plain.
popcorn puff things.
Yeah, just tiny, but it's probably healthier.
Ooh, yummy. Give me some more.
I know, they're good.
More.
What's this guy's goal? Like, it seems like he's really trying to convince us to eat these things. I'm just a little confused. What's the goal? What happens if we start eating this? Is he making commission off of packing I'm just fucking confused. Why try to convince people to eat this stuff?
No,
It
you're
doesn't
taking
really
too many.
taste like anything.
It just has like a little titch of something.
Yeah.
Like a little titch of
It's the taste of cancer forming in your body, real time.
no.
They taste like a little touch of corn.
Yeah. Okay, what do you rate it? They're good.
7.
It's 7, but they're not good for you, so you shouldn't eat them.
Wow, they're delicious.
So let's talk about what the experts are saying. In an article posted on March 5th, 2025, titled, People Are Eating Packing Peanuts, Health Experts Weigh In on the Bizarre Trend. They talk about how there's really two types of packing peanuts. There's styrofoam ones, and then there's biodegradable ones, which are theoretically edible. But just because they're theoretically edible doesn't mean you should be eating them, for many reasons. One being that they're not produced in an environment that's been certified food safe. So for all you know, a warehouse rat could have been dragging his balls all over these styrofoam peanuts, as well as shitting on them. Biodegradable styrofoam doesn't matter. There's no food regulations for these things, so God knows what the fuck you're actually eating. Another thing about these is, well, it just says it right here. Many biodegradable packing peanuts use cornstarch, potato starch, vegetable oil, wheat starch, and other plant-based materials. Lush's peanuts, in particular, are made from potato starch. And a nurse practitioner at Thrive Lab, Angelica McGow, explains that these ingredients are heated to a high level in order to create the packing material. When starch is heated, it undergoes something chemical called the Maillard reaction, which forms acrylamide, a known carcinogen. In other words, it gives you cancer, even if it's a biodegradable packing peanut. Shouldn't be being consumed. It also goes on to say that it's important to know that not all biodegradable packing peanuts are made from 100% edible materials. For example, some brands produce water-repellent biodegradable peanuts made out of recycled materials that are not recommended for consumption. So it's best to avoid chowing down if you aren't sure what your packing peanuts are made of. Yeah, so next time you get an Amazon package, maybe just throw out the peanuts. No need to eat them. There's plenty of food around the house, I'm sure. Even if there isn't, I would say fasting is probably a better option than eating packing peanuts. Some trends are not meant to be revived, this being one of them. Anyways, I appreciate you guys if you made it to the end, and thank you for watching. Maybe I'll see you next time.